Hello and welcome to part 3 of my database and Visual Studio tutorial. In this tutorial I will try to continue the coding where we left off and write data into Microsoft Access database file. We will use SQL insert statement, and also we will try to write values from our text box into our database file. So let's continue. Now that we have opened the connection to the database we created, let's type in some commands to write data into the database file. To write the command, we will once again use our OLEDB object which we imported. So we say OLEDB and we will want to use commands, so we will use OLEDB command and a variable let's say cmd is equals to new command, and we say in the method same way. And now the database would want to know where this command, on what connection this command should work. For example, if you have multiple connections to multiple databases, so we have to define where on which connection or on which database our command should actually work. To do that, we will use command dot all command properties are here, and command has a connection property. Command dot connection equals what is our connection? It's cn, and we just end the statement here. So now this command knows it will, whatever command we write here, it has to run on that connection cn, and the command would be cmd dot connection command string command text. Command text, sorry, command text is, we just put this inverted commas for now. So this would be command text. Whatever we get inside this bracket will run into the database. The command we will write SQL later. Then we have to write cmd dot execute command. These are the whatever command we write, we have to execute that. These are three methods. Very quickly, non-query is insert database, delete database, insert data into the database, delete data from the database, and modify, that is edit. And the reader is for only the select statement, or basically to only get data from the database. The scalar is for single line data which we will never use, so we just use non-query, and it's a method, built-in method, so we do like that. Now we have to close the connection. So up till now the data would be written into the database, and let's continue to the last line, which would be to close the connection, because here we have opened the connection, and after writing the database, if you don't close the connection, there's a lock icon when you use Access database. It means the database is open by some connection, it will be open forever. So we have to definitely cn dot close the connection and use the method. That's it. Now the most important part goes here, is to write data into the database. For that we will use SQL insert statement. There are a lot of help on learning SQL statement, select, delete, insert. For now I will just paste and explain. You can learn SQL on your spare time. So let's just paste in the data. Let's give ourselves some space here so we can clearly see. Spaces don't matter in programming, so we can clearly see what we pasted. Okay, what we pasted is insert into, that's the SQL command. Obviously what table we want to insert, we already know the connection to the database. Insert into what table we want to insert, the fields we want to modify. For example, if we don't want to modify the first name field. So we just don't write this field name and write the other two field names, and we don't give a value here. We just write these two values. The first name will be blank and all the other fields should be modified. For now we want to add data to all three fields, so we write field name, first name, last name and phone number. Those are field name in our database. And literal value, which is text, but we can't use double inverted commas because the whole thing is already text. See, so we use single inverted commas here. The field first name would be Tom, last name would be Bruce, and this is the number. So let's run the program and see if it works. So for that we see our database is not open yet, so we run the program. Okay, hit play, the program runs, and obviously we are not inserting data from this text field because we are putting literal data for now to test the database. So we click save and we get no errors. That means data should be written into our database. Let's check. Open the database table and the data is written here. If we select the data and delete the data would be deleted, and just to see no data in the table, and we click save again, and now we see data is inserted into table. We click save again and again and again and again, and we close the table and open the table, and all data is inserted into the table. Now we will try to get data from what we type in our text field into the table. Now we close the program. Let's delete all the data so there would be no confusion, and continue on programming. Okay, so we only difference we have to know is the name of our text fields. Fortunately for us, the names of our text field is sorted by name. Go up and see, is text box 1, this is text box 2, and this is text box 3. So basically we just have to write the name here. Now the thing is, this single inverted commas saying I'm writing text here. So when I write text box 1, it recognizes as text, so it doesn't work. So the trick here is to get two double inverted commas and then get two plus signs, and inside that we can write text box 1 dot text. Now it will get data from text box 1. To get data from text box 2, we do the same thing, highlight the word. Remember, I'm not highlighting the single quotes. I get two double inverted commas, two plus sign, and then type the code in text box 2 dot text. Same thing with 3, highlight the data only, no quotes, inverted commas 2 times, plus 2 times, and text box 3 dot text. Simple as that. Now we try, we run the code, we get no errors. We write my name, that is Avikash, last name Nathan, and phone number we can just write something, and we check our database. We have no data in the database. We click the save button, we don't get any errors. We open the database, and here you go, data into the database. Even if the data table is already open, I can click save multiple of time, showing how quickly it's and multi-user features, and then just I think refresh. Oh yeah, we can refresh. See, all the data inserted into the database. Okay, now that's it for this tutorial, guys. We will continue on to how to read the data from the database and show it into our text field here into our next video tutorial. Thank you.